Welcome to the Library of Secrets, an all-new location-based entertainment concept created by Glow Creative Studio for the Springfield Town Center in Fairfax, Virginia. In this immersive literary experience, patrons don't just read books and stories, they get to step inside of them to help make sure each narrative reaches its own happy ending. Visitors to the Library of Secrets will check in at the front desk, where they will be directed to a kiosk that introduces them to the library and prints out their own personalised library cards. These cards feature RFID technology that will be used throughout the experience, tracking guest progress as they use their cards to activate touchpoints that allow them to interact with the library's many secrets and surprises. The first of these that guests encounter is the talking animatronic books, called tomes. These tomes dispatch each group of guests on one of a multitude of quests throughout the library's 5 genres. Upon completing a quest, guests will be given a physical book that they take to the centre of the atrium, where the great tome tree, the source of the library's magic, lives. With the tomes growing from its branches, the guests place their book into the tree and thus play a crucial role in preserving the magic of storytelling by feeding the tree and keeping the library alive. Guests can then talk to a tome to get sent on another important literary adventure. The library consists of several distinct sections, and guests won't need to be familiar with the Dewey Decimal System to find their way around, all thanks to branches from the Great Tome Tree that help lead the way to each area. The core of the library is the 5 genres that contain interactive quests, each of which is a unique, immersive experience combining elements of exploration, gameplay, and media. In this most magical of libraries, guests will meet dragons, elves, and wizards in the fantasy genre, negotiate tensions between 2 species of aliens in the science fiction genre, make sure that love wins on the streets of Paris in the romance genre, follow the clues to solve cases in Victorian London and the noir-drenched alleyways of 1930s New York in the mystery genre, and of course, provide assistance to favourite characters from fables and fairy tales in the children's book genre. During quests, guests will interact with various characters represented by both screens and projections. As an example, in one such quest, a tome will send the guests to the mystery genre to aid Detective Chief Inspector Giles Harrington in rescuing the kidnapped Mayor of London. Under Detective Harrington's guidance, the new recruits will have to discover a hidden note in the missing mayor's coat in a boutique, decode a hidden message within the note, and track the whereabouts of the kidnapper to the front of a steam train. Here guests discover that they have been tricked by the kidnapper, who taunts them with the knowledge. After all, they are now trapped on a runaway train that is set to run over the mayor, unless they stop it. It's up to the guests to pump water to extinguish the fire in the engine, rewire the brakes via a touchscreen puzzle, and release pressure in the brakes by turning a series of wheels. Once this is all completed, they can pull the brake and save the mayor, completing the quest. When in need of a break from quests, guests are welcome to grab a bite to eat at either of our food and beverage locations. The Bookworm Bistro and Cafe welcomes guests into the heart of the Library of Secrets, where they can enjoy a relaxing tea time experience or savour freshly brewed coffees and pastries. While the Cookbook Nook is a fast casual restaurant, guests can also visit the Cabinet of Curiosities, a mystical retail space, where guests can explore and purchase rare and unique items that range from magical trinkets to vintage books. Finally, in addition to housing the Great Tome Tree, the library's atrium provides access to a sensory relief room for guests feeling overwhelmed, and a flexible space that can be used by events by and for the Fairfax community. Want to dig deeper into the Library of Secrets? check out the range of attraction artwork and schematic designs available on the Next Gen Showcase website. Last of all, Glow Studios would like to thank our mentors, Becky Train and Lindsay Archer, for their constant support and insights, as well as the clients panel and the entire Next Gen Showcase team for all of their help and